kind of like the bonfire fire sale changes that continue to happen in Arizona. Am I right, lads? Friedman also kind of pointed out that the first big move of the year could be a Jakob Chychrun move. It was then also reported that it could be an Eichel-like return, or that's what the Coyotes would want. And actually, we know that Phil Kessel is definitely going to get dealt before the deadline. Where do you guys, and the answer should be Edmonton, but everyone keeps saying that's not happening. Where do you guys see Jakob Chychrun landing?
Daniel, why don't you go first?
Tag replacement.
For me, and I actually thought about this only like a minute ago.
Yeah.
And it's because of Alex Baumgartner. Where he's like, I'd like to look into this, and it's the Florida Panthers. I'm like, it makes sense. Like, it's a controllable cost for what you get with Jakob Chychrun, and Florida has so many assets they could just throw at it to get that type of package that the Coyotes want. So I could see him going there. And I think when we mentioned before the Panthers, I think that there's been enough of a track record now to see that there's stability there, even without Joel Quenneville, even when they did lose to the Lightning. I think that there's enough evidence there now for them to show these types of players that we're serious about winning.
Alex,
it's a little off base because it's not necessarily someone you'd think that they'd go after, but I have the New York Rangers as they have. I think they didn't trade that capital we expected them to for Jack Eichel, so they still do have that capital there. It's just not the rough and tough guy maybe you'd expect them to go after, but it's a guy that I think they can keep for a few years down the line, considering we know what his skill is. Is he currently playing to it? No, but I think going into an environment that I'd say right now is quite successful, I don't see why he couldn't regain that form.
You know what I'm thinking of?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You know what I'm thinking of right now? If Jakob Chychrun goes to the Rangers or if he goes to the Panthers, it just reminds me of, it goes from that part in Endgame where it's Captain America by himself.
Yeah.
And then
everyone comes in.
Falcon's like on your left, and then everybody comes. So like he has the support finally. Like he's not the only one on that blue line.
Right.
Or Tampa.
Oh my God.
Just because. That's not the team I was thinking of, but just because Tampa. I was thinking of St. Louis. Because I'm like, listen, St. Louis, you need them. I think I talked about after the Winter Classic episode, I think they need another D. I think he'd be the best defenseman on that team. Obviously, no one is Alex Pietrangelo, but if you picked up Parayko and his defensive ability and Chychrun's offensive ability, boom. And I don't think he's a much better Justin Falk. I feel like Chychrun is kind of what they hoped they would get in Justin Falk's sort of replacement level thing. I think he's a better offensive guy than Torrey Krug. But I think it would be a good fit there. And what's funny enough about all these teams is they're also sort of linked that if you're not willing to pay a super price, aka an A+ prospect and a first for this guy, maybe you just throw up a first and like a late round pick for retained salary, Ben Chiarot. And so that goes to my next question. And we can't say Florida or St. Louis here because we're not going to repeat ourselves. Okay. Where can you guys see Ben Chiarot landing? It's just the start of trade discussions because it's heating up, gentlemen. Daniel, you were the first for Chychrun. I'm going to make you the first for Ben.
The Edmonton Oilers, because
there it is.
It just makes sense that it's a panic move for them where Ken Holland already has done this so many times. Like we talk about Andreas Antanasiou, but also with the way he was with the Red Wings, like he was giving up assets for like a 36-year-old Eric Cole, or he was getting David Legwand in the trade deadline just to extend the window for the Red Wings. And I think Ben Chiarot is a good middle for them, where he's still a guy where he is really effective this year. I'd still argue he's still in his prime, but it's a bit of a panic move where they will give up an asset to just add someone at the deadline, especially if they don't get a goalie.
I like it, Alex.
Yeah, I had I actually have 6 teams, but I'll pick one.
Oh wow, it's a reversal between you and
Yeah,
I.
I do. I'm gonna go with and I know it would never happen, but I have the Boston Bruins listed, and I'll explain why. I'm not sure if you've read the chatter out of Boston lately. It very much seems they need a guy who, they want a guy who's rough and tough and will beat the crap out of somebody.
Boston guy.
And that's how, and to be honest, yeah, Ben Chiarot kind of fits that description. Now, will that happen? Probably not, but I do think that it would be a very good fit for the Boston Bruins, especially for the playoffs.
Yeah, no, Ben Chiarot would fit in brilliantly there. How do you sell Bruins fans on giving up a first round pick? Play the clip of him and Matthews going at it in the playoffs last year, and it is as simple as that. I'm going to bet Carolina just because for some reason they acquire defensemen all the time, and they're just funny like that. I would like the Rangers also just to see Mike cry.
When I wrote that, I was writing down the list of teams. I was originally going to write every team in the Metro because I just thought every team in the Metro could use Ben Chiarot, like in my eyes, looking at even just adding him.
He is a frustrating case, Mr. Benjamin Chiarot, but for some reason we continue to love you.